Jesse Telkela, who's now miles in front, probably smiling and thinking to himself, well, I'll take second over third any day. Yor is now stopped on the track.
Real quick, we are going. Go ahead and go back to channel 1. We have switched to another computer. I've got channel 1 up, so I think we'll be going off of channel 4 any second now. He's disconnected from on track. I guess that's just due to his issues. I guess he had a controller issue and couldn't make his way back.
It seems like it. He'll probably be very angry with himself after the race yesterday and, well, the DNF now. Which has now led to the fact that no longer the top 7 is all finished, but the whole top 8. And 2 of them just ran into each other because Ilestalo just almost spun out Latinmaki coming out of the last corner, and now their cooperative is just going to drive by as well and say, well, if you 2 argue, I'm going to pick up the spoils. She has just done. Pretty sure Latinmaki is not going to be too happy about that one.
Yep, Jacob Cooper was causing a yellow flag in the north straightaway.
He's currently being lapped by our leader Yosella. Still is yet to pit on lap 25 or 32, so a massive amount of fuel. And I wouldn't be surprised if for that last short run he's not going to change tyres. Now he's at such a state in the race already where it would make complete sense to keep the tyres. Would make it a lot easier. You wouldn't have to relearn the balance of the car again, because the weight difference between an empty tank and what he has to do now to refuel to get to the end is so small. Not a too ideal exit out of the last corner there, but hasn't done his lap time too much, hasn't caused too many problems with lap time. It's caused so few problems that he's doing the fastest lap, in fact, to 19.125. Still pulling away from the rest of the field, even though he's already going to have a massively comfortable gap to Telkela, who's currently second and just entering the last sector. Oh, and we have Jacob Cooper upside down in turn 1. R27, Jacob Cooper is upside down in turn 1. However he managed that, he must have gone through the dipper in the gravel trap. Oh, and that's completely ruined Yosella's strategy. That's completely ruined everyone's strategy who did not change tyres, because they're now gonna struggle for tyre heat in such a way. It's unbelievable. Wow, how that race has turned, and well, personally, if I was in it now, in the top 3, I would be absolutely raging. But luckily, I'm not this time. Jacob Cooper causing our first safety car of the day in a very bad spot on the exit of turn 1. Valtteri Pitkänen in the pits, he's one of the guys who did not change tyres and does change tyres now. A very smart move, also repairs damage while he's at it, because even though that's going to lose him track position for now, that could gain him hugely if he has some temperature at the end of this and can pick off everyone without any tyre temperature. Larry Yosella, he's obviously the leader, just coming around the last few corners. It's going to be interesting to see what he will do. If he will, well, he's got to pit, because he hasn't pitted yet, but if he's going to change tyres or not, I would advise him to do so, because the gap to Telkela is absolutely ginormous. There's no need to take any risks.
Pit lane stays open, so he's got a full pit stop.
He's got a couple of stops gap. And there we go, he goes in, obviously. Because if he didn't, then he would be throwing away the race. Lows and slows down in time for the limit. Now let's see, does he change tires? I would say he does, and he doesn't. He doesn't change tires. That's a very interesting strategy decision. Obviously, second place, that's a Talca. He might have been off his pace, off the seller's pace for most of the race, but you have no idea how much, well, maybe a lot of you do, but cold tires around here cost you so much time. It's unbelievable. Already frantically trying to warm them up. Second car in the safety car queue at the moment is Ray Kingsbury. He's obviously not second on the road, he's actually in a much lower place that isn't second, which is 15th, a lap down. Yeah, very interesting decision not from him to change tires, because if he loses this race on pace in the final few laps, it will have all been the tires, I'm pretty sure. There was really no need to take this kind of risk for track position, because he was going to have to track position no matter what.
So as we look at Jonathan Provost and Jacob Cooper upside down, they'll be clearing that car soon. Now, let's see, Jesse Telkala in second. How many cars is that between him and Usla? At least...
quite a couple of cars. It's
at least 6 or 7, isn't it?
Yeah, that's at least 6 or 7 cars between him and first, so that's a bit of a comfortable gap, but he wouldn't be the first one to throw it away on cold tires while easily having led the race for most of it. I just don't understand why he didn't just change them, because there was absolutely no need for that kind of gap. Unless he wants to make it more exciting for himself, because he's been quite bored for the last few laps trying to get the fastest lap, but, well, even then, yeah. As you can see now, everyone absolutely frantically moving left and right to keep some temperatures in their tires, spinning up the rears out of hairpins. However, while we do not have first and second right behind each other, we have second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth, and seventh, and eighth, and ninth, and 10th, and 11th, and 12th, and everyone behind, basically, who isn't Ray, well, who's above Ray Kings, is now going to be in a queue right behind each other, battling for position. Car's probably going to stay out for one more lap from what I can see. There's still a car on the other half of the circuit, which is, I think, Ronnie Krumpers, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting now for a lot of the people. Eric Rompers, another one of the guys who has old tires. So has Ilestalo, and so does Samson Yamansu. He has also not changed tires. Other drivers who did take the chance to change tires before everyone got compressed in the safety car queue are Walter Pitcairn, for example. I think Stephen Martin as well, even though he is, I think, a lap down. So yeah, he's a lap down. Exit at the moment is closed. Owen Hart just pit lane. Ronnie Crumper's coming around the last corner onto the start finish straight. He's easily going to catch up with the safety car train, which means this is probably going to be the last lap behind the safety car.
Yep, Von Hartman just pitting there as the train went past. It's Usela. Then we've got 6 cars between him and Jesse Telkala. So 6 lapped cars in the way. But the way Elari has been all race with his pace, how fast he was in qualifying, I think that even without any lapped cars, there could be an issue. One of the lapped cars could cause a bit of an aggro as we get the message that the safety car will be in at the end of this lap, and we'll restart with 4 laps remaining. Once again, we are still under safety car for Jacob Cooper's roll at the first chicane there at turns 1, 2, and 3. Ilari Usela leads from Jesse Telkala and Samsa Yervansu. 4th is Timo Suninen. 5th is Yistalau. So a good top 5. Action will be on, especially here in this Telkala Yervansu Suninen pack.
Yeah, certainly everyone from second onwards, they're basically right behind each other. And there are a few cars in the middle that are on, well, 29 lap old tyres, basically. Usually is quite a good thing, but not when they have cooled down to a temperature of 75 degrees.
Yep, so Stuart Baker and our FZ5 safety car will give it the beans away here at the end of the main straight, coming out of the hairpins in the Aston Cadet section of track. And soon after that, we'll be underway. Ilari Usela, the leader, gets to control the pace. He can go anytime he wants, as long as he does not slow back down, except for natural slowing points. So he can go anytime he wants. The only thing is he cannot overtake the safety car before the safety car has passed the first safety car line.
Just where the pit entry line starts, if I'm not wrong.
That is correct. So, I'm going to predict that Telkala will not be in second position at turn 1.
I'm not going to predict anything, because anything could happen, and not with this. With the pack being as bunched up as it is, especially with all these lap cars in between the leaders. Oh, and Rakings has spun. I think Rakings just spun and got turned around by his brother. But
yeah, contact between the two. Contact between a lot of people and very cold tires on a lot of these drivers. All eyes up front to Usela.
But this could be, depends on when he's going to do it. He has gone, and he has not passed the safety car, so he's right. Contact between Yervansu and Telkala.
Telkala are having a bit of aggro all the way down to the restart lot area.
Telkala having a bit of a hard time slowing down from Matt Marcus. Oh,
and Yervansu's gone!
Oh, he's gone off! No, he's not gone off. That was Matt King's. That was Matt King spinning off. Yervansu's fine with a massive
No,
gap.
he's dropping down the order.
No, Yervansu, not Usela. I'm confused now.
Yeah, Usela's fine.
Oh, and Pipilka is spinning, and he's going to be hit by Matt King. What an absolute disaster! Who the hell taught these people how to do restarts? Because this is appalling.
Something happened. Donnelly got all sorts of loose coming out of the
Oh god, and Dovias almost spun through under the Michelin bridge. Somehow now Robin Heigeman is now in 5th place, and I've really got no idea how. He's gonna challenge Ilestella for 4th in a second, because he's on absolutely cold tyres. What on earth has happened? Because there must have been a few people who have just absolutely mucked this up.
Absolutely incredible. And Harmon having problems in the sweeping section on the restart. But no one's stuck in the gravel. But yeah, carnage, I can imagine these protests, this protest thread will be busy.
Pretty much so. Yosella now driving away. This time it is really Yosella, it's not me getting confused again. Driving away on a set of tires that's still below the freezing temperature, but seems to be holding up just fine for him to at least keep the gap for the remaining 3 laps. Elkila is being challenged by Synonym.
Dom, do you remember 2 seasons ago? We had a later race safety car at West Hill. Simon Cattell pitted, took fresh tires. Isaac stayed out on thin, worn tires. Simon had a great speed difference. They went side by side in turn 1, and they didn't make it out of turn 2. Do you think some people missed a trick to try and get new tires, to have the higher temperature and have faster pace?
I cannot understand how no one did that, or how almost no one did that. Only Pitkanen did it, and Steve Martin, but obviously he was already a lap down. I can really not understand how someone like Yosella really risked it that much, because the much thicker newer tyres heat up so much easier. I mean, he's still driving around on the blue tyres, even after 1.5 laps. He's actually being caught by the 2 cars behind him, so this isn't over yet. But the main action is going on right behind him. Now, Lehtonmäki is challenging Heiermann for 5th place, yes. We also have Pitkanen a bit lower down, challenging Badovias for 8th. Oh, and contact between Telkala and Synonym.
I don't know if that was a back to front or side to side, but as they go side by side into turns 19 and 20, little
and then
contact.
another touch.
Just a bare nudge, just enough to trigger the system, the rest of the contact. Now if these 2 keep battling, it'll slow them up just a little bit to...
Yeah, but look at the split times. There's still a second up on Yosella in the last sector, even though they've all been battling the whole lap. I'm not sure that's gonna hold for another 2 laps, because all it needs is just one slight mistake from Yosella, one bit of running wide, bit of a twitch, bit of a slide. It's all for nothing.
And those 6th lapped cars between Telkala and Yosella are gone. They went away at the restart. I think they had some of the problems. They either spun out of the way or got out of the way. And now this is letting Suninen catch Yosella. Last lap, 2:23.24 for Yosella, 2:21.34 for Suninen. Almost just under 2 seconds faster.
Feared this would happen for him, and I think well, they waved each other past the start of the race. I doubt that's gonna happen now, and let's hope they're not gonna wipe each other out, because that's the last thing a team leader wants to see.
Lap and a half from home. Suninen is there. It's one thing to catch, as always. It's another thing to get around. Just a little toe damage on the left rear of Suninen's car.
Oh, you still made a mistake. You ran wide.
big run for Suninen down the back straight.
I hope he doesn't try it. This could be an absolute disaster. If he tries and forces it into the hairpin, hey, go by Swall! Suninen almost getting forced into the grass there. Gisela taking the inside line and running wide again. Suninen with the much better traction. Then these slow corners, the low tire temperature is going to absolutely kill Gisela.
Telkala now will close in on this, and we'll have a 3-car fight for the lead. Club chicane, penultimate time.
Telkala got very loose there in the draft of Suninen.
That's the other thing, you've got the long straights to play with the draft, but in those sweeping curves, you don't want much of a draft. You'll understeer, arrow push out of the way. 1 lap remaining to settle round 1 of the 2013 LFSCART Series. Suninen with a brief flag tap. Chicane last time.
Really see how Gisela is just really having to treat the throttle pedal like a raw egg in these slow corners, even more so than usual. And Suninen is just having so much more grip, and anything that's above second gear, he's visibly gaining on the car in front of him.
Grip is very paramount through this section here. Sector 2 is the grippiest sector of the track. Coming up to 14 and 15 for the final time. On to the North Straight. Half a lap to go. Suninen, is he in the perfect place to get the run out of here? He's got to run.
Oh, he's definitely got a better run than last time. He's got the draft much earlier.
Gisela covers.
Oh,
Suninen jinks right.
Wow,
Whoa.
that was
Suninen jinks right.
dangerous.
Gisela jinked left. Suninen to the lead. Gisela just behind. Absolutely no traction out of the corners. Gisela tries to lunge it in. Can't keep it tucked down. Timo Suninen just needs to hold on for one more corner.
Telkala could get him for the final sector. It's a very hard corner to do, and he goes for the dive. Oh my god, Gisela got very sideways there. Telkala nudges him. That's probably ruined his chance for second place, because he's not going to get the draft soon enough now. Where is he? It's going to be very close.
There, Timo Suninen wins. Telkala pulls out the inside, they make contact.
Oh, and he's in the wall. Oh my god, you're kidding me.
Gisela spins, does 1 360.
500ths of a second, 1500ths of a second, 1600ths of a second covers the top 3. And as predicted, Gisela would have troubles to keep ahead. And now we have another drag race. No, actually, it's not a drag race, because Matt King's a lap down. He's not going to challenge Stankiewicz for the finish. But what a finish for the top 3 of the race. What a finish for the top 3. It's very close for 4th place. For 4th place. Only 0.4 between Verstappen and Heigemann. Then Tony Latinmaki comes home 6th, followed by Joni Berg-Kroppers in 7th, Valtteri Pitkänen in 8th, and Nathan Moff in 9th. 10th is Ronnie Krumpers, followed by Jack Atkinson in 11th place. Przemek Wadowias in 12th place, followed by Stymantas Stankiewicz in 13th. 14th is Samsa Javansu after that big off at the restart.
Owen Hartman is still yet to finish. He'll He's coming out of the final corner now. Sorry to interrupt, Dom.
15th is Roland Skampas, followed by 16th place Stephen Martin. Serena Kagash is 17th, followed by Ray and Matt Kingsbury in 18th and 19th. Jaroslav Dominik is in 20th, followed by Pitvilka in 21st, and our final race finisher Owen Harmon is 22nd. 22 off 27 starters did finish the race. Not a too bad statistic. Main statistic is my throat hurts.
That was an incredible finish. Some will argue that it was set up only by the safety car.
They would argue that, but But yeah, unbelievably close finish. Might be a few bad words between Telkel and Yusela, because just as Telkel was going to go side by side, Yusela did jump to the right. But yeah, it's happened. So it's going to be hard to reverse.
Yeah, Timo Sunninen reeling in after that restart, and yeah, quite a thrilling finish. I think, as you said, I think we could have just a little bit of aggro between Yusela and Telkula after that. Could start a season-long rivalry.
Already I'm enjoying the thought of being among those in the next race. Fantastic thoughts.
So we'll try and get everyone in for a post-race interview here. So Dom, your thoughts on the race as a whole?
It was, I have to say, it was very, very stretched out in the middle. So I don't think we would have gotten anything as much of a close finish if it wasn't for the safety car. But unbelievable, really. It's an oval you usually only see. It's a finish you only usually see on ovals that way round. Certainly gonna be one of the headlines for the start of the season, and who knows what's gonna come in the next few rounds.
Yep. So while we wait for the other top podium persons to get in, we'll take just a minute to get all that sorted out. Okay, so I see that we have our top three here in TeamSpeak. We'll start with the winner, Timo Suninen. Timo, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your race and your win.
Thank you. The race was quite good because I have awesome plan because I changed tire after 15 laps and works really well in last 5 laps after safety car.
After the safety car, you were much faster than Ilari due to slightly warmer tires, better tires. Ilari didn't take tires when he pitted after the safety car was scrambled. Do you think that cost him the race? How do you think that would have changed if Ilari or anyone right around you in your battle group had taken fresh tires during the safety car?
I think Hillary would have race really with really big gap, but that's the racing and he take some risk and he make a race exciting.
Very exciting race indeed. What was it like seeing those two battling to the line just behind you?
I was really scared that we will crash because of course we both wanna win every race what we are driving.
All right, we'll come back to you for another comment in just a second. We're going to go to Ilari Usala now. And Ilari, congratulations on your pole and dominating most of the race. Tough luck on the win. What did you think of? Do you think you could have taken tires at that pit stop under the safety car, or do you think you did take the right strategy and just luck didn't come to your side?
Yup. I should have changed tires if I would have liked to win, but I did it for the show.
How do you fancy your chances and your luck for the rest of the season?
I'm not even sure if I will continue in this area. So, yeah.
And tell us about what you thought of that battle coming to the line, the final corner down to the line, your battle with Telkala.
Telkala didn't have even a chance. Well, yeah, I picked up it, but yeah.
Hey!
Alrighty, we'll come back to you, Ilari, in just a minute. And now, Jesse, congratulations on your podium finish. Tell us about your race.
Well, the qualifying wasn't so well, but I knew that my race pace should be better and well, I never expected that I would fight for the podium even for the victory, so I'm really happy for the result.
Close battling after the restart with all the lapped cars, a bunch of carnage, chaos. What did you see transpire on the first few corners after the restart?
Well, I was sure that it will be nice second but then Teemu were really fast with his perfect tires and he overtook me, and then I was really scared that we all would retire, and yeah, so yeah, I'm just happy with this.
Alrighty, and I like to do this because it's cool. We have an all-finish podium. So we'll start with Timo. Some comments about the race in your native language, please.
Olihan se ihan hemmetin hieno kisa, että tästä tuli niinku aivan ilman testiä vedettiin kisaa ja lähettiin semmonen varma kisaplääni, että alussa uudet renkaat ja bensaa paljon tankkiin ja sit toivottiin vaan, että safety car tulee radalle ja niinhän sinne sitten kävi. Terkkuja äidille ja isille. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ilari, some comments about the race in your native language, please.
Joo, kisa meni aivan loistavasti. Suunnitelma oli täydellinen. Ei voisi mitään paremmin olla. Ja mä sain viime vuonna mopokortin. Ja terkkuja äidille ja isille. Thanks.
And Jesse.
Joo, no ekaksi haluaisin kiittää Lähteenmäen Toneja, koska hän on hieno mies ja niin no, aika jo meni miten meni. Siitä lähdettiin hyvin odotuksiin kisaa kuitenkin ja kisa alkoikin erinomaisesti ja öö, öö, no oli aika varma kakkonen tulos, mutta siitä turva-auto vähän sekoitti pakkaa, mutta ei voinut sille mitään. Sitten no Teemu tuli sieltä aika vauhdilla, niin siitä vähän harmitti, mutta sitten kun mä huomasin, että Ilbellä on vähän renkaat loppu, niin ajattelin, että tästä voisi kääntyä vielä mun voitoksi, mutta kolmas on hyvä aloittaa tää kausi. Sitten onnea Matti Ventjärvelle huomiseen Grand Prix Seriesin kisaa ja Isaac Price. You are the retarded people ever. Thank you.
I think we all had a understanding of that last line. Thank you and congratulations to the top three. Timo Sunninen, Alari Jusela, and Jesse Telkala. Congratulations and see you on your next round. Thank you. So Dom, good finish. We had those technical problems, unfortunately. We didn't get to see much of the race, but on the whole, it's a good start to this 6th season of the LFSCART Series.
Certainly. I mean, the attendance was certainly quite decent. 27 cars starting. Safety car wasn't really needed, but it did just about make the race finish a bit more interesting. Let's hope we don't see too many of those in the future races, though. Well, 9 rounds to go. This is certainly not the end of things for anyone.
Absolutely. So, good race at Aston to kick off the season. 2 weeks' time, 18 May, 76 laps at Blackwood Grand Prix for the English Grand Prix. Blackwood, a short, tight, challenging track. What are we going to expect for that?
I would say much closer racing, much more overtaking. You've got that very, very long back straight on Blackwood. You can drive basically the whole track side by side. Tires are gonna matter a lot less there. Tires last quite a long time there without many problems. So should be a lot easier. And the field should be a lot closer in lap time from pole to last place in qualifying and in the race. So it's certainly going to be somewhat more exciting than the middle part of this race.
Absolutely. So we would like to thank any of you who did stick around for all of our technical issues and the swapping stream channels and everything. It was fantastic having you all here for the start of the LFSCART Series 2013. I'd like to thank race director and series chairman Thilo Falkenberg for all of his effort, Stuart Baker for safety car, and also Jonathan Provost and Tom Harris for their rescue car driving. And also special thanks to Lutzanger for taking time out of his busy schedule today to help us with our stream issues. We've sorted those out, so hopefully we don't have those catch us out anymore this season. We'll see you right here on simrace.tv on May 18th from about 18:35 UTC. For Dominik Engel, I'm John Palmer. Once again, your top three, Timo Sunninen, Ilari Jusela, and Jesse Telkala. Until next time, so long, everyone.